Well, thank you, Alessandro, for the demonstration of Market Maker. It is such a powerful tool. And, my company is Food4All. So we're an e-commerce platform that was built from the ground up for farmers, ranchers, and value-added producers. And we're really honored to be working with Market Maker. As Alessandro was saying, so Market Maker has created this really powerful directory that provides access for both those who are selling products and those who are buying products to find each other. So whether that's a regionally based or a product-based search, you're able to easily find and hone in on what producer or what product you want to purchase. And so that's where the handoff then comes to Food4All. So we're working with Market Maker in a couple of different ways. We're working on a national level to embed our e-commerce engine within that powerful directory that we just saw. And then the second way that we're working with Market Maker is we are working specifically in the state of Louisiana to develop a technology that not only connects producers with consumers as buyers, which is, as you as farmer market vendors are interested in, but we're also working with Market Maker to develop the technology to have producers sell directly to wholesale buyers in their area. So what I thought I would do today is kind of walk you through what our technology is and to show you how you can really easily create these beautiful custom shopping page that you can attach then to your Market Maker profile. And not only can you attach these shopping pages to your Market Maker profile, but you can attach them to your social media platform. Maybe you have a Facebook profile or an Instagram profile, but you can also then attach it to your website, and you can email out a link to your shopping page to maybe your customers who have signed up for your e-newsletter. So there's a variety of ways that you can direct buyers back to your shopping page so that they can, whether you're a vendor at a farmer's market or you're taking orders for your market to be, or orders that can be picked up at your farm. So all of that is configurable by you as the seller when you set up your Food4All account and you set up the different configurations. So here we are looking at a shopping page for specialty farms. And so as a seller, you're able to upload a banner image, and then as a buyer, I can click on that banner image and read all about you as the seller, understand what your certifications are, and then understand what your different pickup locations are and what the times associated with that are. As a seller, you can establish what your order cutoff date is. And then within Food4All, you have a variety of different types of products that you can set up. You can sell CSAs, which are products that have a recurrence pattern associated with them. So you might be setting up and selling a spring CSA that starts on March 1st and goes through June 1st, and it repeats weekly, and you're asking for an upfront payment of X amount of dollars for that product. The second kind of product that you can set up within Food4All are value-added products. So these are products that have different maybe sizes and options and flavors associated with them. And so here we can see we're selling a jar of pickles. We're selling them in 24 ounces and 48 ounces, and we're selling them at spicy, crunchy, dill, and sweet. And so for each one of these products that you have set up within your account, you're managing your own prices, and then you're also managing the quantity on hand that you have available, so that you can make sure that you're not overselling your products. The last kind of product that you can set up is just a simple product. So here we're selling Beets by the bunch. So as a buyer, I can buy one bunch at a time, and then the price is $3 per bunch. So I'm going to put those into my shopping cart. And then I'm going to go ahead and view my shopping cart. Then as a seller, you have the ability to set up all of the different ways that your customer can get your product. So if you're participating in a farmer's market, you can offer that as a pickup location. If you would like folks to come to your farm to pick up your product, you can offer that as a pickup location. So within this shopping cart, there's intelligence that's built around the schedule that you've set up for your pickup locations or your delivery locations, and what the next available pickup time is for that given location. So as a buyer, I'm going to say, well, I think I would like to pick up these products at the farmer's market. And so the next available time and location for that product, so as a seller, only my jar of pickles is available at the farmer's market, but I'm not allowing orders for my beets at the farmer's market. So as a buyer, I can say, okay, so maybe instead of picking up at the farmer's market, I'll pick up at the farm. So it looks like the beets are not available at the farm either. So we'll go ahead and just take the beets out of our cart, and we are picking up our amazing jar of pickles at the farm. And then what the shopping cart does is say, well, what's the next available date that the seller has set for these items to be picked up at the given location? And then what are the hours that that item can be picked up? So here for the farm pickup, the next available time is March 6th, time and date. And then it's between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And so from here, a seller then has the option of presenting different types of payments. So we're accepting a payment by a credit card, a payment with a check, or payment by SNAP or EBT on site. And so what we found is that, for sellers who are participating in farmers markets typically will have the hardware available to accept the SNAP or EBT payment on site. And then there are farmers who also have that same capability at their farm stand or at their farm store. And so within the seller's account, the seller is deciding what buttons are displaying for the types of payments that we want to accept for our orders. And so here, as a buyer, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to pay with a credit card. And once I select pay with credit card, so it looks like that item is not available. It cannot be ordered by Sunday. So if I select pay with credit card, then I would go through and complete the credit card payment process. And then as a buyer, I receive a receipt for my order. And then as a seller, I receive an order notification. And so this is the consumer buying experience. What we also have, and what we've been working with Louisiana Market Maker on, is creating the wholesale buying experience. So if you're selling both to consumers and you're selling to wholesale buyers, you're able to create what we call a gated shopping page that then allows buyers that are associated with businesses to log in and then to view all of the products that you have, and the wholesale quantities and the wholesale prices. So here we can see that same jar of pickles is available, but now what I'm viewing are my wholesale prices. And then I'm also viewing not only the wholesale prices, but what the minimum orders are for the different products. So as a wholesale buyer, in order to purchase beets at $2 a bunch, I need to order a minimum of 6 beets. And so I can add that to my cart. And then for the wholesale shopping page, there are some different configurations that can be set in order to speak specifically to wholesale buyers. So here we've set a minimum order of $50 for our wholesale purchases. And so the buying process is very similar for the wholesale buyer as it is for the for consumers. Outside of, we offer credit card as a form of payment, but we're also adding invoicing as a payment option for wholesale buyers.
Cami.
Yes.
Miss Wendy would like to know, are there fees involved when a sale is made?
Yes. So the technology is free for food producers to use. It is the buyer that is paying a small transaction fee. We call it a community supported software fee that supports the seller's use of the technology. If a payment is made by credit card, then the seller absorbs that credit card fee. And that fee is 3.4% plus 30 cents per transaction. If the buyer pays by check or pays by SNAP, there are no payment processing fees involved in the transaction. So are there any other questions?
Yes, there's one more. Audrey would like to know if you have a link, if you have to link a Square or WorldPay account.
So we are using Stripe as our payment processing infrastructure. And so when a seller sets up a Food4All account, they are walked through the process of connecting their bank account with Stripe. So that's all done within the Food4All system, and the connection then is made to Stripe.